Hello my house, I'm Athina and I'm grateful that you're here with me today. In today's video or podcast episode, if you are listening to it on YouTube Music, I will be talking about angel numbers and how you can understand what they mean, so their meanings, and how you also can trust your intuition and be discerning, because sometimes not all angel numbers that we see are there because they are a message for us. So we are going to be learning how to discern those angel numbers that are just numbers and the ones that have real meanings behind them, and then also the meanings behind all those angel numbers. So this is hopefully a video, the only video that you will ever need to know and to watch, so that you can be the best person to discern angel numbers. So we are going to start how to discern if an angel number has a meaning or has not a meaning. Is simple. Let me get started with a story. When I started learning about spirituality, angel numbers, tarot, and on and so forth, there are a lot of videos here on YouTube that talk about the meanings of angel numbers. But sometimes, whenever I would see those angel numbers, there would be times where I felt like I know what this means and what is going to happen, and then there were other times where I had no intuition, like I didn't know what it means, I didn't know why I saw it, it was there but nothing else. So only after I've discovered a TikTok that explained about angel numbers in a different way, I understood why there were times that the angels numbers made sense to me and other times where it did not make any sense. So what I will, by the way, put the link to that one TikTok that explained it to me in the description down below. So if you want to watch it, I highly recommend it. So what the person he told about is how our brain functions, and our brain loves patterns and loves to focus on the things that the brain thinks, hey, it is important to us. So whenever you see angel numbers and you give and pay them attention, your brain will learn this and will show you all the angel numbers out there wherever they are, because you train your brain to perceive them more. And so there is the scientific reason that our brain will be picking out every single angel number that is out there just by sheer coincidence sometimes, but there won't be any meaning behind it because our brain is now focused at these numbers are important. I'm gonna show this so that we are aware, hey, there is this number, there is this number. But to be really able to tell if this number, the angel number, has a real meaning is where your intuition comes in. So what I want you to do whenever you see an angel number is to pause. Do you feel any kind of message coming through from this number? Do you have a knowing about what this could mean, what your spiritual team is trying to tell you? And really listen to your inner voice. Maybe you hear something while you're watching, or it is maybe something to pay attention. For example, I had the time where I was really afraid of airplane rides, and for me and my parents, it is something essential that we have to do if you want to visit our families, the ones that live in Brazil or the ones that live in Greece. So an airplane ride is like the fastest way that we can go to those places, and for Brazil it's the only way. And I was really scared of airplane rides. And what I did once when we were going to Greece, I think it was to Greece, or it was to Brazil, I don't know exactly, but I prayed and I wished for everyone's safety and that we all would safely arrive at our destination, that there would be no trouble, that the flight would be as calm as possible. So I did that before we started. And then, because in front of my seat, the other seat has like this small television. And there was all the informations of the flight, like when we would take off, when we would arrive at the destination, what the temperature is in currently what we are at, and so forth and so on. And there was also the measurement of how fast the plane was driving, and also later on how fast it was flying. So while the airplane started to take off and gain speed on ground, I don't know if it was miles per hours or kilometer per hours, because it kept changing the system, the metric system. There was ones where there was written 333, and I immediately knew that my spirit guides, my guardian angels, and so on and so forth, heard what I said and showed me this number to reassure me that everything is going to be all right. So this is an example on how you will know that your intuition and that your spiritual team really are sending you a message, is by really listening into your intuition and knowing how your intuition works and what your psychic abilities are. So if you don't know what your psychic abilities are, I do have a video or a podcast talking about the most common ones and how they may appear. So the playlist will be in the description down below. I will copy paste it so that you can access it and watch the episode or listen to it as a podcast. But anyways, so now that we have those two differences on how to discern, hey, this is not a message, it's just my brain that is thinking about it, and this is the intuition, there can be a third thing that you can do so that you can be really sure that the angel number that you saw really has a message for you and is not just a number that your brain is picking on because it's focused on finding those things around you. So another thing is that you and your spiritual team, whoever that may be, if this is a deity, if this is an angel, an archangel, a spirit guide, your soul family, the higher self of your soulmates, and so on and so forth, your own higher self, you can write down on a piece of paper, or if you have a specific book where you jot down every single intuitive thing that you get, like a journal for all the messages that you receive, write down a confirmation that whenever after every time your spiritual team sends you an angel number that has a meaning behind, say them to show you a sign, and you can say, yeah, it's an animal, like maybe not your favorite animal, because if it's your favorite animal, your brain may already be trained to pay attention to your favorite animal. An animal that you like, not your favorite one, and also not your least favorite one, or one that you may have a phobia from. So pick an animal. It doesn't have to be an animal, it could also be some object. And so let's go for the example that in my case, I would say to my spirit guides, hey, if there is an angel number with a meaning behind, please show me afterwards a lightning bolt. And a lightning bolt can be anything, like someone sending the emoji of a lightning bolt, you scrolling on the on social media and seeing someone that has made a video of lightning bolts during a storm, because there are people that go make those videos. They are really cool. You may also hear someone talk about a lightning bolt. So this would be my confirmation. Hey, the angel number that I saw had a meaning behind, because it came, the lightning bolt sign that I set came afterwards. But you write that down and you forget about it. Don't train your brain to pay attention to any lightning bolts. Just have it on the back of your mind that this is your sign. And then this should help you decipher more, hey, if it's your brain that's just picking up on angel numbers, or if it is really your spiritual team sending you those messages through the angel numbers. So now that we have moved from how to be able to discern them, we are now going to look at the meanings of those angel numbers. And you may have already watched some videos about angel numbers and their meanings, and I, for my part, also did that, and I know like the general contents that 111 means new beginning, 222 maybe balance, 333 is the master number, and 555 is changes, 888 is abundance, and 999 is an ending. But I came to the conclusion that sometimes, even though everyone says that the meanings of those angel numbers are those, there were times that it made not sense to me. That I would look at the number and not, like when I talked about my little story about the 333, it was not master number or anything like that. It was just a reassurance. Hey, we heard what you said. We are here. So that was the message behind that number at that time. So for me now, personally, whenever I see 333, it means that my spirit guides are there with me, or that I've heard if I had I made a wish to them or ask them for help. But it's not always when I see 333 that it will mean that. So what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is that maybe not all angel numbers mean the same thing for everyone. So I cannot tell you what the meanings of the angel numbers are, but wait a little bit. Just don't step away just yet, because there is a way for you to be able to tell, hey, this angel numbers means this and this. And that is either for you and your spiritual team to sit down together and make those meanings yourself, like a custom numbers with meanings, like you write 111. Then you sit and meditate upon, hey, spirit guide, when I see these numbers followed by the confirmation sign, what would it mean for me? And you write that. The first thing that comes up, you write that down, and you go on with that system until you are done with all angel numbers. I would suggest for the beginning, do it for 111 until 999, because there are other angel numbers that come afterwards, but it would be a little bit too much for now, for the beginning. So when after you being more comfortable, you can make special sequences numbers with special meanings behind them, so that you and your spiritual team have the best way to communicate with each other. But if by any chance all the meanings that everyone else has said here in the vast world of the internet apply to you, then stick with them, because that's how your spirit guides will then communicate with you. But in my case, there were times when, yes, the numbers meant exactly what the others were telling me, and the contents of new beginning, change, and so on and so forth. But sometimes they were not, and whenever they were not, I was confused. And that's why I suggest that you make a specialized communication with your own spiritual team, because what 333 means for me may not be what it means for you down your path, and the meanings can change based on how far you are along on your journey. So I would suggest to keep it always updated, that whenever you see an angel number with your confirmation sign, and you know from your intuition, your psychic senses, what your guides were trying to tell you, write that down, what it meant. And then you will have like a catalog of all the meanings that are specifically made for yourself, through you and your spiritual team. So I hope that you were not disappointed that I did not tell you what the angel numbers mean one by one, but I do hope that with this confirmation sign, with knowing, hey, no, not all angel numbers mean something when you see them, that if you sit down with your spiritual team and make your own meanings, that this will be able to help you. Because I know for sure that there were people back then when Amino, the app, was still working, there were people asking, hey, I'm seeing this number a lot, I'm confused, what does it mean? Because they were not tuned in with their spiritual team. They didn't know that sometimes your brain is just picking up on that pattern when it doesn't mean anything. So I hope that with this video, this will never happen to you again, and that you will be able to know, hey, when I see this with my confirmation sign, then I know this is what my team is going to tell me. This is what my team is trying to tell me. So I hope that this was of help. I hope that you liked this video. I would love to hear from you if it made sense, if you can use that, and also if after you've tried using that, if it helped you understand the angel numbers more, because I am really curious about that, if it's really worked, because I, for my part, am not working with angel numbers so much anymore. But I would love to hear from you if when you work with them, with the angel numbers, if it worked and if it was of help, of course. So leave a like if you liked this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, or hear more videos on podcasts, because I talk about a lot of things. And yeah, I hope that you have a beautiful day, evening, or night. And I will be seeing you in my next video or my next podcast. Bye bye!